Wilt Chamberlain. The rule was simple. No single player should be able to break basketball. Wilt didn't care. He walked into the NBA in 1960 and averaged 37 points and 27 rebounds. As a rookie, the league panicked. They widened the lane from 6 feet to 12 to push him off the rim. He scored more. They added the offensive goaltending rule specifically because of him. He adapted. They banned him from dunking free throws. He still shot 50% from the field across his entire career. Wilt finished with 100 points in a single game, 50 points per game for a full season, and over 23,000 career rebounds. The NBA changed its rulebook 4 times to slow him down. None of it worked. The rule says one man can't break a sport. Wilt disagreed. Magic Johnson. The rule was clear. Point guards are small. 6 feet, maybe 6'2". Run the offense. Stay out of the post. Magic was 6'9" and decided that was everyone else's problem. He walked into the NBA in 1979, won a championship as a rookie, and started at center in the finals. After Kareem went down, he finished with 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists that night. Magic spent 13 seasons averaging 11.2 assists and 7.2 rebounds per game while playing the point. He won 5 rings, 3 MVP awards. He invented the concept of the point forward before anyone had a name for it. The rule says a player that size plays in the post. Magic played everywhere, and nobody could figure out how to guard him. Michael Jordan. The rule said you need help to win championships. Good players need great teams. Jordan's first 6 seasons ended in playoff losses. Then Phil Jackson arrived, and Jordan won 6 titles in 6 tries. But here's what the rule missed. Jordan wasn't just winning because of teammates. He was averaging 30 points per game for his entire career, 33 in the playoffs, and playing defense that earned him the Defensive Player of the Year award. In the same season, he won scoring champion. He's the only player to ever do that. No one in NBA history has combined offensive dominance and defensive intensity at his level for as long as he did. The rule says you need help. Jordan's version of help was making everyone around him better while carrying the scoring load every single night. Shaquille O'Neal. The rule said if you can't shoot free throws, you can't be the best player in the league. Shaq shot 52% from the line. Half the time he walked to the line, the other team wanted it to happen. Hack-a-Shaq became a legitimate strategy. Coaches fouled him on purpose. The league eventually made it illegal in the final 2 minutes, a rule that exists because of him. None of it stopped him. Shaq won 4 championships, 3 finals MVPs, and 1 regular season MVP. He averaged 29 points and 13 rebounds per game across his prime years, and shot 58% from the field for his career, the highest in NBA history among volume scorers. The rule says weak free throw shooting disqualifies you from greatness. Shaq spent 19 seasons proving that wrong. Allen Iverson. The rule said you need size to survive in the NBA. Iverson was listed at 6 feet and probably wasn't. He weighed 165 pounds. His first night in the league, veterans tested him. He dropped 30 on them. Iverson went on to win MVP in 2001, lead the league in scoring 4 times, and drag a Philadelphia 76ers team to the NBA Finals almost entirely by himself. He averaged 41.1 minutes per game that season because the team didn't have enough firepower to rest him. His crossover changed how guards dribble the basketball. Every hesitation move in the NBA today exists because Iverson proved that if your handles are fast enough and your will is strong enough, size becomes irrelevant. The rule says small players survive. Iverson didn't survive. He dominated. Stephen Curry. The rule said you need elite athleticism to be a superstar. You need to finish at the rim, create separation off the bounce, and overpower defenders. Curry couldn't do any of those things at an elite level coming out of Davidson. Teams passed on him in the lottery because he was too small and too slight. Golden State took him 7th. What scouts missed was that his shooting was so pure, it made athleticism optional. If you can make a pull-up 3 off a screen before the defense reacts, you don't need a 40-inch vertical. Curry became the greatest shooter in NBA history, changed how every team in the league spaces the floor, and won 4 championships. He redrew the boundaries of where a shot attempt is a good idea. The rule says you need athleticism to be great. Curry made skill the new athleticism. LeBron James. The rule said athletes decline. By 35, they slow down. The body breaks, the jumper gets flat. The explosiveness disappears. LeBron turned 38 during the 2022-23 season and became the NBA's all-time leading scorer, passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record that had stood for 39 years. He averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists that season. At 38, for context, the average NBA career lasts 4.5 years. LeBron was in year 20. He's maintained a top 10 player conversation for longer than most players stay in the league. The rule says your body is your clock. LeBron turned his clock into a science project and then kept playing. Whatever the NBA thought it knew about athlete aging, LeBron's career has been a 20-year argument against it. Nikola Jokic. The rule said MVPs look a certain way. Fast, explosive, dominant athletes who impose their will physically. Jokic got drafted in the second round because scouts thought he was too slow and too heavy. He can't guard quick guards. His combine numbers were forgettable. What the scouting reports missed was that Jokic sees the game 3 seconds ahead of everyone else. He's now won 3 MVP awards, averaging over 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists in his prime seasons. No center in NBA history passes the ball the way he does. He's won a championship. He's produced 30 20-20 stat lines that have never been done before in playoff history. The rule says you need to be athletic to be the best player in the world. Jokic reads the game so well he doesn't need to be.